provide for these buggas a most nutritious delectation. What's up, my buggas? Let me go grab my tea real quick. So, what did I get? I never went through it with you guys, but I got number one, the most exciting one for me, maybe, is probably I finally got the hairy robot beetles I've been talking about forever. So we're gonna have some fuzzy fellas in there. And on top of the hairy robot beetles, I also have acquired, let me move my mic over. Show them now. Brother, relax. Cover your ears, my mic is probably gonna do some crazy shit. Hold on. Hello? Oh yeah, I forgot about me. Why did it seem like you were about to cry if I didn't put Misato in the corner? Oh, it's okay. I feel that way too. I also got a cool lapis lazuli. Isn't that something? I also just got back from the movie theater. I watched a movie while I waited for my bugs to arrive at the FedEx that was across the parking lot. It wasn't a movie though, it was like a sneak peek for season 2 of Dandadan. So I thought it was like a Dandadan movie or something, but it was just like 4 episodes in a row of something that I hadn't watched, so it was fine though. It was a little cringe. It was a little Kino. It was a little shonen slappa, but it was some nice, there was some nice science Saru action, so that's all I can really say. Yeah, and the people, there were like 3 teenagers that were all huddled together behind the concession counter, which is where they were taking the tickets because all the things and kiosks were broken. And I was like, yeah, one for Dandadan. And they were all like, oh yeah, that's really great, man, that's fucking awesome. And the person taking my thing was like, subbed, right? And I said, yeah. And he goes, that's the only way to watch it. And I was like, what the fuck, man? When did anime get so mainstream? Although, right after saying that, the 3 of them started saying, actually, the dubs have been getting really good, like the Jujutsu Kaisen one, and then they lost me. And then, also, the same one who was taking my card and giving me my ticket, he said, he was like, you know what I finally watched the other day was the Ghost Hunters dub. It was so funny. And I was like, Ghost Hunters? I didn't say anything. And then he goes, he says to his friends right in front of me, he goes, just think of a big black man chasing you. And I said, Ghost Stories. And he's like, yeah, that's right. And I was like, yeah, it's legendary, man. Yeah, he was quoting the Ghost Stories English dub. And as I was walking away, the other one was saying, I was thinking I should watch Golden Boy, but it's like, you know. It was hard for me not to turn around and say, let me tell you something, whippersnappers. It was hard for me not to turn around and say, let me tell you a little something. I should have turned around. I was smiling the whole time, honestly. It was making me giddy. I should have said, Listen up, you fucking tourist! Alright, so one of the things that we have, these guys have been in a box for a while. So, if you don't know, we did a bug donation goal. I did my first donation goal for anything on here. I did $100, and I thought, cool, a nice fun way for us to interact, and I can go, you guys get excited, and I show the bugs off, and it's like awesome. Anyway, that $100 was great and all, but I ended up spending like 70 fucking bucks. Because the guy told me that it was too hot for the bugs and I had to go pick them up from a FedEx. I had to pay for Ubers. He had to upgrade the shipping to overnight. So, I appreciate it, but I didn't want to spend all that fucking money. I don't have money for bugs. I was stealing your money for bugs. Anyway, finally have here some, what I wanted more than anything was some hairy robot beetles. Are so hard to find. See that big sucker in the middle? That guy right there? That's a motherfucking shiz. That's a Schizillus laticeps, I think. And then I have one Scotobenus, and I have some Hispalabris in here as well, which is just going to look like the other Eliodes I have in there. These are all black bugs. I didn't get any more blue ones, and I forgot to get a damn velvet ant. My thoughts on vinegaroons are that they are awesome, and before I got these beetles, I was thinking about putting in this enclosure vinegaroons instead. But you can see right there at the very tippy top, that guy in the corner, that's one of the adorable hairy robot beetles I've been attempting to get forever. I bought like 5 of these on back order once from another website. And I had to email them like 4 times until they finally said, oh, we only have 1 left. Do you still want it? And I said, no. You know what? I said, fuck you. What the hell? I put these things on back order. Anyway, as you can see, I got 4 hairy robot beetles. And he gave me an extra one. It says 4 + 1. I only ordered 4 of them. So that's pretty cool. They're real tiny. Oh, there's another one. But they're super, super cute. They're also very nocturnal, apparently. But that big black boy in the middle, that's a Schizillus laticeps. And then, like I said, I have some Hispalabris coming in here, some Cylindellus, and then a Blabilis and a Scotobenus. Fuckare. Alright, let me try and do this. I'm going to take off my headphones. Let me try and do this so that I don't... The last time I did this, we lost a beetle on the floor. He landed on his back and exploded. So we don't want to do that this time. I'll go through them... I'll go through them one by one if I can. Come here, Harry Robot. Come here, Harry Robot. I wish to have the hairy robot first. Is the mic okay or is it freaking out? They're called hairy robot beetles because they look like little hairy robot beetles, so we just call them that. You'll find in entomology and nomenclature in general when it comes to science, we sort of just see how stuff looks and we go, yeah, that's what it is, man. You ever wonder why the spiny toad is called the spiny toad? I'll give you a hint. That motherfucker got spines on him. Oh no, the hairy robo fell over. He's scared. Alright, let me try and not have these go all over the fucking place. I think they know that I opened the container. Alright, let's go. here, Harry Robo. Look how pretty he is. Where's my hand? There he is. Don't fall now. I don't know if it's even possible to show you guys this because the other ones are going to start getting out. But these are tiny little babies. I'm going to put him in first. These are the nocturnal ones, but they all seem to be pretty nocturnal. Come, enjoy your feast, the first of many. And now this one here is the biggest one that I have. It's going to be the biggest one in the enclosure. He is desperate to get out. He just looks like another Darkling beetle, which he is. But he's huge. This is the shiz. It's my Schizillus laticeps. He's a big fucker. He's gonna run the joint. He's the warden. There he is. Say hello. Oh, the hairy robot beetle's digging. Alright, we got ourselves another hairy robot going in. They're like ladybugs, kind of. Oh, geez, but they fall easily. I don't want this guy to fall. See how fuzzy he is? Little Fuzzerton? Alright, in you go. I'm just dropping them on the food, hoping that they'll just start eating it. Oh yeah, the shiz is already eating, the big one. I knew that fat motherfucker was hungry. Oh, looks like we got someone in here. Oh, we got two in here. What could these be? Alright, looks like we have two hairy robot beetles in here, and then this might be my... I don't know what this is, actually. This might be another... This might be the Hispalabras. I'm not entirely sure. I'm trying to take him off. Oops. Come on, bud, you're safe. This one can bite. I hope he doesn't. Oh, I think he's... No, he's not biting. I feel like he's gonna bite me in any second. But he's got funny little horns on him. I like him. So just like the past beetles that I've put in there before, some of these I'm gonna toss in and maybe just like never see again for a while. And it's like National Geographic. They show up again later and it's like, ooh, it's like an event. And in here we have another hairy robot beetle, and then I think this is an Argoporus. That's like the red-legged desert teneb that I have. Come here now, boy. Oops. This one's not very exciting. He's just a black boy. Oh, I think that one tried to bite me at the end, actually. Howdy, Robo Battle. The hairy robot beetles have already disappeared. I think the hairy robot beetles are digging. Oh no, they're not digging, they're just running around. The hairy robot beetles are fast, dude. They're fucking running all over the place. Alright, let me see what else I can get out here. I have to carefully unwrap all of these paper towels. No bug left behind. Yeah, so it looks like the hairy robot beetles are just running around the enclosure, which is awesome because I hear they're very active, but like I said, they're mostly just active at night. Oh, here's a baby boy. Okay, so the one that I have in this paper towel here is... Oh shit, I dropped them. It's just another darkling beetle. Most of what is in this enclosure is variations of darkling beetles. Like even the blue death feigning beetles are darkling beetles. I got a guy freaking out here somewhere. I can hear him digging. Where is he? Someone is making a bunch of noise in this container, doing something. Oh, and I think the hairy robot beetles squeak as well. That's not what I'm hearing, but I think they squeak sometimes. So occasionally you'll hear them go. Eek. I'm not sure though. I could be thinking of a different bug. There are a lot of beetles I have on my to-buy list, and sometimes I just get them confused. But I'm pretty sure those ones squeak. Alright, we have like 2 left, I think. Oh, I found the guy making a bunch of noise. He's a super active fella. I think he's the smooth death feigning beetle that I have. So now, alongside the blue death feigning beetles that basically are just the same as a black death feigning beetle, except they're just covered in a blue wax. Like if you put them in your mouth and swish them around and suck off all the wax, they're actually black. So these ones are like that, but they don't have the blue wax. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just saying if you were to do that, that's what would happen. I haven't done that. Let's see. I think I have 2 left in here. Oh no, there's 4 left in here. Oh, 5. Hello. I'm gonna be real with you, dog. I don't even remember what I bought, because now there are so many more in here. I don't know. This guy's so slow. I kind of like this guy. Look at this dude. This guy has like... This guy has like long and... Oh jeez! Oh my god! I just shook the whole box. This guy has like long antennas. I like this guy. And he's slow and deliberate like Rooster. Rooster's gonna have himself a slow retard friend. There's one more hairy robot beetle that... Oh yeah, I should have woolies in here. Where are the woolies? I'm supposed to have woolly. Oh, I think they're real tiny. Woolly darkling beetles I'm supposed to have. But here's this guy. This little fellow. I think I see the woolly darkling beetles I have in here, and they're not quite what I was expecting. I'm gonna put this guy in. Go ahead, senor. Go ahead, senor. Mushroom. Alright, the application I'm using on my phone just made me open up some virus or something. I don't know how to gotta go back to the... Oh, there we go. And then what else do we have in here? You are not... Is this one that... Is this one that squirts acid? No. Oh yeah, he gave me 5 hairy robot beetles, so I have so much more than I expected. Alright, here goes another hairy robo beetle in. Bye-bye. Get in there, cutie. These are easily the cutest ones that I own now. They are so cute. They only live for a year though, so don't get too attached. And there's no telling how old they are. Yeah, they live fast and die young. I guess that's why they're running around at the speed of light. Also, the hairy robot beetles are more prone to climbing as well and verticality, so I hope that they actually make more use of the stuff that I have in there. And I have a piece of driftwood that I want to incorporate into the top to make like a wooden canopy, so I might connect to that left piece of driftwood over there, another one to the rock in the middle. So if the hairy robot beetles want to sleep hanging upside down or something, which they tend to do, then they can do that. The ones I have left all kind of look the same. We have 2, let me show you one of the woolly ones. The woolly darkling beetles I got, they're much smaller than I thought they'd be. I have some smooth death feigning beetles in here. It's hard to pick these up because I took all the stuff out. Here, I don't really want to stress them out trying to pick them up. Damn, I can't really pick them up. Here, let me just do this. So in here we have, I want to show you that this is the hairy robot beetle again. This one right here. And then that's a smooth death feigning beetle right there, and next to him is a rough death feigning beetle. And then these are the woolly ones. These ones have hair on them. A woolly death feigning beetle. They kind of look like crickets. Or a woolly darkling beetle is what those are. So it's mostly just black boys. But we got some fuzzy fellas now. Okay, I'm gonna dump them in like a fucking animal now. The promised land. Yippee! Look how fast the hairy robot beetles are. I love them. And then right in the front again, that's the woolly darkling beetle, the one that kind of looks like a cricket that's next to the glass. And then the rest of these, like the shiny black one there in the middle, he's the smooth darkling beetle. And also death feigning. A lot of these guys will feign death. So that's always wonderful, especially if you're panic-stricken like me and think that your beetles are always dying, but then they're just playing. Where the shiz at? I think the giant one, the Schizalus laticeps, I think that he's gone. Yeah, he walked away. really like the pattern that's on the back of this one. You see this guy here? He has like stripes going down. Still, so the rarest beetle in my enclosure is still going to be the Nyctoporus that I bought last time. You guys have maybe seen the Nyctoporus like once, because I always think that it probably crawled under a stick and died somewhere, but I lift up the sticks like once a month and he's always alive. He just doesn't ever come out. When I do see him rarely, it's like a Nat Geo albino sighting. I'm like, no way! The rarest of them all, the Nyctoporus! Damn, this woolly boy hungry. He's surfing the syrup. So the giant Schizolis laticeps that we're just gonna call the Shiz in here, he ran away somewhere. I'm not sure where he is. He had a few chomps of an egg and he said, "Ooh." He must be a gentle giant. And then this one is, oh, maybe this is the rough death fading beetle, I think, because he's got the little pores on his back. For some reason, I think he finds the piece of rock more delicious than the scrumptious soft-boiled egg that he's currently on. Oh, someone's going exploring. One of the woolies is going exploring. We got climbers. Let's go. Yippee! There's a fuzzy fella. You guys are gonna fit in just nicely. It seems as though all of the hairy robot beetles are gone. Let me see if I can find some. Blue butt. So I would say now that there are officially more black beetles in my enclosure than blue ones. The blue ones were reigning supreme for a while. But the next time I get more beetles, I will get more blue death feigning beetles, maybe 3 more. Because there's still a bunch of room here. It's not like this enclosure's overrun or anything. Oh, there's a blue butt right there. This guy was hiding the whole time. Hey, come out and meet your new inhabitants. Come here, blue boy. I don't know where the shiz went, the big guy. The bluest of the boys. Hey, I found one of the hairy robot beetles. He was underneath there. He's saying hello. Oh, he's getting a sniff. He said, let me teach you the pecking order at this place. I always get first dibs on the mushrooms. Nah, I'm just kidding. They hate mushrooms. They like grapes and worms, but the black ones like mushrooms. Oh, they're gonna kiss. Mixed race couple? In my enclosure? That's the hairy robot over there, the little one. So I'm excited for them to get settled today, and then I'm gonna sit here later tonight at like 10 p.m. or something, and I'm gonna read and sip some tea, and hopefully the hairy robot beetles will come out and be more active. Because that's apparently when they get more active. And we got King Kong Wooly over here. Look at this guy. Fuzzy Bugoid. So if I had to guess, I would say this enclosure can fit like 20 more beetles. So if we wanted to do another donation goal, we could. And I want to put it could fit more than 20. I'm just going to double check this container real quick to make sure I'm not somehow missing another free beetle. But I need to remember next time. There are certain emerald beetles this guy sells, but they're never in stock. It's a cutthroat hobby. And then also velvet ants. There's a certain... Velvet ants aren't very big. They're about the same size as this woolly darkling that we're looking at right here, which is quite tiny in comparison to most of the beetles in this enclosure. And the velvet ants are also fuzzy, but they're bright red. They're wasps. Velvet ants are, if you live in Texas or Arizona over there, you might know them as the cow killer. They're wingless wasps that run across the ground, and their sting is insanely painful. I want to get like 2 or 3 of those, because this guy sells those as well. And they're very pretty. They run across the ground. They eat the same stuff that these beetles eat. That's why it's a co-habitual enclosure that I have here. I'd like to get some velvet ants to throw those in there for a little bit of color. That's why I got the woolly darkling beetles and the hairy robots now, because everything in here is kind of smooth or blue. And honestly, what I think I'm also gonna do I was trying to avoid getting more hellburnt diabolical ironclad beetles, because I didn't want Rooster to have sexual relations with one and then they have little larvae everywhere that I either can't take care of or the population gets out of control or something. But I love Rooster so much. He's my favorite beetle by far. He's not out right now. He's a hellburnt diabolical ironclad beetle. He's by far my favorite beetle. And if I think next time we do this, I'm just gonna buy like 4 more, just so I can see them more. I just love watching them walk around. They're so inquisitive and cute, and they're slower paced. They seem like they're taking the world in at a slower pace and thinking about stuff. The hellburnt diabolical is somewhat famous, not just in the bug world, but there's been a short recently that went viral that I showed you guys. I saw a short that was titled like, "This beetle can survive being ran over by a car." And the moment I saw that, I said, "Is that Rooster?" Because I knew that that's kind of what they were known for. But yeah, that's the hellburnt diabolical. They can get ran over by cars and survive. They have some strange pressure displacement. The way that their chitin works. I really like the pattern on this guy right here on his back, on his abdomen. He's striped. The Nyctoporus is similar to this, but he's not shiny. He's like a matte gray, and he's very thin. And then next to him, that is another woolly darkling beetle. So the woolly darkling beetles are not the same as the hairy robot beetles that I have. The hairy robot beetles just look like fuzzy ladybugs. Well, I mean, here's one right here. Let me show him the thing. Beep boop. What's up? So yeah, we currently have 5 of those hairy robot beetles now. I've been trying to get a hold of those forever. I could honestly put like 20 in there, but we'll just start with 5. I don't want to introduce anything too crazy to the little ecology going on in there. Yeah, most of the other hairy robot beetles have ran away to go hide somewhere. Yeah, so, and I have a smooth, maybe that's the smooth, I don't think that's the smooth darkling beetle at the top. I think that might be the Subdelis. That's either the Blopilus or the Subdelis, and then the Hispalabras black is probably, actually that might be the Hispalabras, no, this is the Hispalabras right here. Oh, the hairy robot's moving, he's on the fucking move. He's a digger. This guy's slurping at the syrup, man. This boy's intoxicated. Oh yeah, so maybe the next donation goal I'll do it for the webcam, so I don't have to use my phone like this. And I can just put up a dedicated webcam, or at least a webcam that can just work with this easier than this phone tripod thing that I have set up at the moment. Yeah, and that's the thing, I don't need a new graphics card, I need like a whole new computer, so I don't think a graphics card is gonna do much with my outdated CPU and my motherboard. Hey look, these guys are rubbing their legs together much like the behavior of the blue death feigning beetles. I guess that's just a darkling beetle thing. They must have some pheromones or something that's on their legs and they always rub them together like that. These guys also do that, my blue boys. Oh, there's a hairy robo running around. Where you going? He smells the syrup. They're so adorable. I should have got like 20 of them. God made them live for only a year because that's all the time it takes for them to instill your heart with warmth and love. And then they explode. Yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of exploding, I was in like a brief, I was having a brief moment of delirium trying to fall asleep a couple nights ago. I thought that I was just having auditory hallucinations or something, and I heard an explosion. It sounded like a gunshot. And I thought I was lying in bed as I was finally drifting in and out of sleep and finally falling asleep. I thought to myself, I woke up and went, ah. I thought it was like my exploding head syndrome or something. And I said, huh? I said, well, there shouldn't be a gunshot in my house, right? So I just went back to bed. I thought that it was something that I just hallucinated, but what it turned out to be was this. This happened at like 5 a.m. or something when I was finally falling asleep. Here, let me put it up for you. Fucking LaCroix exploded. It sounded like a fucking gunshot. I woke up and went, ah! And then I said, there's no gunshots. Why would there be shooting in my house? And I just went back to sleep. That shit went, pow! I forgot it was in there. Look at the hairy mofo. He keeps running out and then he goes back under that stick for a moment. What a cutie. I put it in the freezer because I wanted it to be ice cold. Alright. Okay, now, ladies. My blue boy doesn't want to move. He's just like, whatever. I think that he has social anxiety. All these new guys moved in, and I moved his bush there, his succulent. I moved his succulent away like 3 inches, and now he's like, ooh. He has gay anxiety? As in what? I saw some gay stuff today. I went to go see the Don Da Don movie in theaters, and I don't know what's with modern movie theaters, because I went to see the Dune movie when it was in theaters like, what, half a year ago or something? And man, when I used to go to movie theaters, it was like they'd show you previews for movies, and now I'm going there. It's non-stop like the commercials I used to see when I had cable a decade ago. They were showing me pill commercials in the movie theater for pills. I don't need. This was my Dun Da Dun experience. Hold on, let me make sure you guys didn't say anything bad in the comments. Oh yeah, here it is. It was empty. I was the only one there. Literally. Nobody was there but me. I was just waiting for the bugs to show up across the street. Then this happened, and it said "Love is love" in big bright letters, and I said, what? Because whenever I think of Love is Love, I think of the, who's the Australian guy that got banned on the internet a bunch for saying the N-word and doing the George Floyd stuff on webcam? He brought up, there's a clip of him saying, like, what if a priest and a little boy got together and some white girl teenager says, love is love. And it said that on it exploded in fireworks. It said, love is love. And I was like, ah. And then it was Pride Month. All I could think about was that clip. Catboy Kami, that's his name. Yeah. And then it showed me pill commercials. So that was fucking sick. But guess who's coming back to theaters, baby? Let's go! Look at the stroke this guy had to the right. He said, what, when, and which movie I have heard this? These are my fans. It's awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna go see Shin Godzilla. It's a 4K remaster. Hopefully that means it's not AI upscaled. But there's gonna be, it's a 4K remaster with the original title cards that's being re-released. So that's exciting. And I'm sure it's gonna be the director's cut. Anyway, Sorry if these beetles aren't that exciting. They are mostly of the black variety, but I'll get some more exciting ones. If I can get the emerald one that this guy sells, I'll throw in some emerald metallic ones, and then I'll get some velvet ants next time. The generic velvet ant that you get is a fuzzy orange or a fuzzy bright red one, which I'm cool with getting. I want one or two of those. But there's also one that he sells that's insanely rare, and it's like $79. By the way, the big boy that we put in here who ran away, I'm gonna see if I can find him. He was 20 bucks. The guy, the giant darkling beetle with the shovel head, the Schizillus laticeps. Let me see if I can find him. He was 20 bucks though, so he better not kick the bucket. Spot. The cutie Robo Boys, I found them. Because I have him in there as well. Alright, well, I'm not sure. Oh, actually, I think I see him right now. I think he's over to the left. If this is him. Yeah, that looks like our big boy right there. I think that's him. Let me see if I can get him to come out. Rooster! What's up, Roost? And then over here is my older Eliod's Armada. Remember, if you're out scrounging around in the woods and you're picking stuff up, you always put stuff right back where it was. Minimize your presence. Anyway, that was the shiz. Yeah, I just killed all 3 of those guys. I'm talking shit when I say minimize your presence. I just said that because I slammed it down and killed them. Maximize your presence. Let it be known that you are in the ecosystem and that you reign supreme. Let it be known.